Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is 1:15 on Monday, the 20th of September. Nice sunny day outside. Inside, I'm looking at the markets for you today. I'm going to start at the top of my list here, which is the euro versus the US dollar. Now, this has dipped back. It's been mostly trading in a sideways range, the euro versus the US dollar, but But we're heading back towards a strong support level down at 117.00, 116.80. We had that before it was tested back in August. Let me just put the weekly chart up. I think it's the weekly chart we need to look at. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the trend line going back to March 2021 this year. We've got the 38.2% fib at around 1695. We've got the moving averages on the weekly chart, so it's just a little bit below there, just below 116.00. So we should find some support. We should find some support around 117.00, 116.80, as I've written this morning in the reports. We're just dipping back towards that level now. Pound versus the yen. I was talking about that market starting to head lower in a video last week, and that certainly seems to have done quite well. Market is dipping down nicely. What's going on with the chart there? Back to the daily chart for the pound versus the yen. That's better. Right, you can see the market has fallen dramatically since I pointed out that it should go lower. We're down to 149.5, testing the 200-day moving average. We're almost dipping below that actually, so it looks like there is further weakness to come in the pound versus the yen. We're looking at potentially testing the previous low down here at 149.20, 149.10, and who knows, we could even get as far as 148.5, which would be the 23.6% fib, which is where we bottomed out on the last low. We have got a bit of a trend line down there at 148.00 as well. So that 148.50, 148.00 area looks like a strong support level. It does look like we could be heading towards it. New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen. I was also talking about lower prices as we rejected that upper trend line. Took a few days of testing that trend line before we really started to accelerate to the downside. We're doing that now as expected. We had hovered initially around the 23.6% fib just for a day or so, and we're down through the 38.2, we're down through the 50 and the 200-day moving average. So really are accelerating to the downside, and from what I can see, there are further losses to be expected in this pair. New Zealand dollar versus the US dollar. Now, I had some support sort of around 70.20, 70.30, 70.20, but we're testing the 50-day moving average at 70.10. So this absolutely must hold if we are to bounce. Let's just have a look at the shorter term chart, see how oversold we are. We are getting quite oversold on the 4-hour chart there. So there is still a chance of a bounce, although we've probably dipped a little bit further than I feel comfortable with. In the report, I said stops below 70.05, so we're still in with a chance. Dollar yen, that short trade worked really well. We had resistance up around 110.00. Today's high is 110, 110.03. And we've collapsed from there a good 60 pips, so that resistance working really, really well. We hit the first target of 109.70.60, and it looks like we're heading for the next target on the downside. Gold also a beauty. Gold, we had a support at the previous low. The market bounced so well off there that I had to put it in again today as a support level. We got down to 141.80, just a little bit below the previous low, but a nice bounce off that buy level, so I'm really pleased with that. We're looking already towards the first target of sort of 1760, 1765. So in one morning, we're already seeing almost a 20-point bounce. So I'm very pleased with that. Silver, I also had a buy level down there today at around, I think it was 22.10. We've bounced off it. Not quite as aggressively as gold, but so far so good. The longs are working. Now the S&P continues lower, kind of as expected really. We hit the first target of 43.70, 43.60. And we probably will continue down to 43.40. I think that's the most likely scenario. 43.45, 43.40 looks like a good support level to me today. It should be, well, basically the best level of the day. I'd say 43.40, 43.35 on the cash index. That level, I think, should hold. It's a strong level, but it does look like we're well on the way to it now. So just keep an eye out for that one. See if we get a decent bounce off that support level. Okay, that's me done for the quick update today. Happy with the trades again. Friday was a great day. Yeah, I think things have been going really well. We've been having a constant stream of pretty good trade ideas that have been allowing us to bank some profits as usual. So do contact me if you've got any questions. Otherwise, I'll touch base with you again tomorrow.